new update in SCP Roleplay. So as you can see, there's a lot of new changes to the actual GUI of the game. 3.7.5 adds a lot of new features, which includes 076 and new type of revamped Connex areas as well. Yeah, there's a lot of new SCPs. 049 has been re-scripted. New anti-AFK system, but yeah, a lot of stuff we have to go over today. You have the shop button right here. The GUI looks a lot fresher now, actually, and the rules have been changed just a little bit. And you have your settings that you can change before you actually go into the game, and you have the credits right here. So you have every single dev and people who like made big changes to the game, and then you have this right here, the news tab. Animations are very clean, and then the teams are a bit different as well, the icons, and also the loading screen's a little bit different as well. So actually in private servers there is a AFK system, so the GUI is a little bit different. I'm not gonna actually just wait for here to go through the whole thing, because I'm sure I'm gonna get a warning for that. Let's actually play as Class D first, so we can look at one of our first changes in game. So the gym equipment has been changed a little bit in preparation for a new update, apparently. So yeah, you have these little sound effects, and every time you hit it, you move up. So you do 1 rep, and if you fail, it plays a fail sound like that, and then you can press E to stop, which you actually like walk towards to do, right? Yeah, you like walk towards it. That's cool. So if you wanted to use it right here, you could just walk up and do that, which is a pretty cool feature. And you can actually like move your character around at all. So that's one change that they did. Now the treadmills actually work now. Every few ones you do successfully, it makes you run a little bit faster. And I think the cap is actually 50 miles an hour. Let's see if we can get up there. Alright, we've reached 15 SP a second. I don't know what that is. Then we have, obviously, our dumbbells right here, which we can get our beefy biceps from, you know? So yeah, those are the changes to CDC. I don't think there's anything else that's been added. If there has, please tell me in the comments below. Before we look at the new SCPs, there is a new button on the GUI that I think is probably one of the best updates to this game so far, and it is the cinematic mode. So you can turn it on in these render settings right here, and when you turn them on, you will have a camera button right here. So when you press this, all your GUI goes away, so you can do little intros like this. This is going to be so good. Oh my god, all gone. You can't even look at the leaderboards anymore. So we have the grandfather clock right here, aka SCP-224. We have some, so when you walk in, you have some CCTV cameras, which will showcase the inside of the containment room, which is just a grandfather clock. So yeah, when you're doing tests, you can look at that. So when you step in here, it's gonna play a clock, and you'll be transformed into an old man. Then you'll make like some random sounds. And then when you start running around, or even if you like walk, there's a chance that you're gonna trip to the ground. So yeah, you trip it down to the ground, and you take 10 HP. And eventually when you have no medkit and you get low enough, you will trip and die, just like that. Grandpa died. No. One of the biggest changes to these updates is going to be SCP-093. So SCP-093 is going to be an interesting SCP because there's a lot of different discs that you can get. So what you do, you grab a disc here and you get a certain color. So my color is green, and the color you get will be the color you get for your entire like Roblox account, basically. So basically you're just gonna have this forever unless you like go on like an alt account or something. When you walk up here, let's just go straight in here, and we get TP'd over to the plains. So this is my disc. We get TP'd to the plains, and these guys over here don't really do too much. They just kind of fade away out into the distance. But there is a more dangerous SCP out here that will kill you. So you have a little shack here, not too much in it, just a few tools. You have like a kind of like a saw here and some hammers and nails. We're gonna run over to this house. See here, can we showcase any of the entities? Oh yeah, there's one right there. So these are one of the entities inside of the 093 dimension. If he sees you directly, he will go after you, and he actually moves a bit faster than you sprints. So the only way to escape is by going inside the house right here. There's also no way to kill him. As you can see, no matter how many times I shoot him, he's not going to die simply. So yeah, he is pretty much invincible. So the only way you can actually escape is by, you know, escaping by running, basically. So this house doesn't have too much apart from a bunker here that has a paper here that says run and hide. So it kind of prompts you to go jump down here, and then you'll be in the 093 bunker. So the 093 bunker is pretty tame. You can't really die in here, and these guys just don't really do anything except for just disappear. There's a lot of different corridors and rooms here that don't really do anything. These doors don't move at all. But if you do want to progress to the next stage, you're going to have to follow this specific path right here. Yeah, after you go up these stairs, you will find a ladder at the end of the hallway. There's a light up here, and this will lead you to the 193 city. So this is the next zone. And we're up. Alright, here we go. And it is pretty dark in here, so I'm going to pull out my flashlight real quickly. Let's jump onto this ladder and get up. And we have a lore paper right here if you guys do want to read this. So if you do want to read this, just pause the video. So there is going to be an entity in here. And the only way to get... So kind of your objective here is going to be to get over to that door down there. So after he goes down over there, and kind of like faces away from you, you're going to have to run all the way over here. And I'm just going to play this safe. If you want to be more risky, you could go straight, cut down here, and then go into that building. Here he comes. He's walking by. So what you could do is run after he's facing away and just run straight, cut down there. But that is pretty risky because he might just turn around right away. So that is a pretty risky move, but if you do want to do that, that's your choice. He's going to come down here. I think he's going to despawn. Yep, there he is. We're going to run into this building right here. Right over here. The door is open. And we're in. Very nice. Alright, he's passing by. Now, he's going to stop. Alright, now we can run. Right here. Alright, we've made it over here. There's a couple of papers I'll show you. Once again, if you do want to read these, just pause the video. Then we have another paper right here inside this weird looking room. There we go. Alright, then we have this dark hallway. And we have a portal right here that's going to TP you out. There we go. And now you've made it to the final area. There we go. So this is a room with all of the discs. So yeah, my disc is green. So yeah, I'm going to assume this is all of the dimensions that you can go into. So I might make a full in-depth guide on this, but it might take me a while because I do want to, because I'm gonna have to actually get people to volunteer and use the discs and stuff like that. 193 guide might take a little bit, but I'll be working on that in probably the next few weeks or so. But yeah, if you do want to escape, I think you can get out of here just by going back. There we go. That is part of the 093 dimension. That is the green pad. On to our next feature. Next SCP we have is SCP-2059. This is actually changed. The entrance hasn't actually changed too much, but the inside has just a little bit. If we head inside here, we can pick between, I think, 2 paths. Yeah, 2 paths. So I'm going to choose this one. So as you can see, there's actually flesh growing on my body. And I'm going to slowly start not being able to move as fast. I'm going to start slowing down until we can't move anymore. There's going to be a very heavy vignette on our screen. Alright, now we can't move. This is not good. Oh no, we can still move. Alright. Oh, never mind. No. No. RIP. And we died. So basically we just get absorbed into the flesh and we die. Alright, next SCP that has been reworked is SCP-860. So the key, I think the key model is a little bit different. Yeah, it's like a more modern, house key type thing. So yeah, when you open this up, there we go. The door opens all the way, and I don't think you can actually close it again. Yeah. Oh. Let's go straight in. So you're just kind of transported outside. There's a lot of trees, lots of grass. I don't think is too much. I have heard that there are figures in the distance that disappear. It's kind of like 093 with the guys that kind of disappear. There's not too much to explore here. If there are any secrets, let me know. So I think it's just kind of more of a soft rework, kind of like a rebuild type of stuff. So yeah, we have a rework of SCP-2521. So nothing in this containment chamber has actually changed, but the dimension has changed a lot. So when we say 2521, we'll be frozen and we'll be taken in the dimension. When we get TP'd in, it is a cold and bitter wasteland, basically. So I'm assuming these are the people who have actually said 2021 and been taken into this dimension. After a little bit, you will start to slow down, and the sides of your screen are going to start to become a little bit frosted. You're going to start getting a little bit cold, a little bit more pale. You're going to start freezing. Yeah, your limbs are going to start to freeze. So eventually, I'm turning blue right now, and I'm really slow. The effects on the side of my screen are pretty substantial now. So yeah, I've been frozen entirely. I'm dead. Nice. I'm now a statue. So we have another rework. It's not too big. So SIDs can now actually nuke vote. That doesn't mean that they can actually like nuke. So they can have a say in the nuke vote, but they can't actually like grab the keys. So Adam, can you like showcase how the percentage? So yeah, you get about 100%, and then I get about 50%. I only get half of what 05 actually gets, and then if it is fully open, I can't actually grab the keys. That does not go into my inventory. So yeah. So now side directors can actually say what to do during a nuke. They can like make a decision. This is kind of a good and bad feature. I have mixed feelings about it. I don't know. It might have like more abusers, but they can't really abuse, It's just like something they can't really do. Yeah, Connex has changed a little bit. There's a laser here now signifying where you will die if you don't have like sufficient clearance, and you can't really I don't think you can jump over it either. The sign is very big. Connex has received a little bit of a build change. Some SCPs have been moved around like slightly. Yeah, the lift area has changed a lot, as you can see. It looks really cool now, and the lift area is actually like kind of closed off now with like a fence. So now there's TVs. I think that was a thing before. But yeah, the staircase is a lot bigger, a lot taller, a lot wider, so more room for combat and stuff if you do enjoy that. The lift is a little bit different. There is a lever that you have to pull in order to go down. The floor is a little bit different. There's wires going down, and the actual lift is a little bit different as well. I think there's more pipes as well, actually. So Overnight has kind of received a complete like scripting rework. It hasn't been remodeled, but Overnight 2 has been remodeled actually. So whenever I shoot him, I'm gonna become an Overnight 2. So it's the usual transformation, but my model is a little bit different, and I do run a lot faster when I am near 049. So when I go away from this range, I will start taking damage, but when I get close enough for it to be green, I will be healed. So yeah, if you're an 049-2 and he's breached, you will have to stay near him in order to kind of stay alive. So when I infect someone inside the range of 049, let's see. Alright, they'll be downed, basically. So they're just gonna be on the ground, so, and then they're gonna slowly bleed out. So that gives them time to kind of infect his subjects, and it gives 049-2s a bit more of use. So yeah, some changes I won't actually showcase is Beta 7 doesn't actually get one shot if you are at full health. You have to be at full health or else you will be instantly infected. Also with some SCPs, you will be cured by 049. So cross-testing is going to be interesting with 049. I'll have to make a guide on that when I have the time, so yeah. And he will also auto-comm inside of his room after a little bit of a delay. And then when he's on rage cooldown, his eyes are yellow. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So when you're out of range, you actually get a bit slower. So yeah, Adam, come here. So when he's out of 049's range, he will just die. Yeah. And last but not least, there is a very big change to the game, and that is playable SCPs. So in the store, you will find an SCP-076 ticket for about 500 Robux. And we will be showcasing this in this video as well. Okay, so the ticket is now in my inventory, and let me just equip it real quickly. There we go. And a special music will play when you are 076. 076 has two abilities. It is an active skill that is ground smash. It will hurl you forward, knocking away enemies. And they also have an ultimate skill, which will barrage a bunch of people with deadly blades. As SCP-076, you crave destruction and battle, where health is split into 5 phases. In between each, you will gain the Holy Light effect that will protect you from damage for some time. Defeat the facility staff and try to escape. So this kind of lightning effect on me is the Holy Light. This will protect me from every type of damage except for Teslas and miniguns. So yeah, so there will be about 5 doors until I am officially breached. So this is the 5th door, and I will be officially out. So yeah. So as you can see, Adam is shooting me, and it is not doing anything because my holy light effect is still active. There we go. So it takes like 80 bullets, maybe like 100 bullets to actually like get the holy light off. So I don't know how many hits it is, but if you do want to get the holy light off, you'll have to use a faster weapon, like an M2, for example. First of all, there is a quick slash. So 1 slash will be about 75. That's about like, what's that, like 85 damage? It will be a range between 96 damage, that was, between someone's entire health bar, and it can actually go, sometimes it can be pretty low of a hit, so it can actually do like not that much damage, but usually most of the time it is 2 to 3 hits to kill somebody, and on occasion it actually is a one shot. So our next skill is going to be ground smash. You'll have to stand far away for this one, so I'm going to press F. And then, there we go. That kind of flings him. That wasn't a very good fling, but... Oh yeah, there is a combo with the sword. So if you combo 3 times, there is a stab. And also, if you jump, there's like a little dash as well. So like that. So if you're running away from Foundation, you can just get away pretty quickly if you do want to. So you can just 1, 2, jump, slash. There we go. So the range is actually pretty big on the ground smash. I'm just gonna stand a little bit further back, see if this actually hits. Alright, that's a direct hit. So that flings them onto the ground, and that gives you a chance to actually get a couple of hits off. And now for the ultimate ability. So the ultimate ability is the Blade Barrage. So when I press Q here, I'll play a little animation, and it will knock you into the ground. Very cool. So it summons like quite a few swords. That's about like 30 to 40 swords. And it actually like pins the victim's body against the wall if they're next to a wall. It has about a 60-second cooldown because it is an ultimate ability. And yeah, it is one of your most powerful abilities in fighting big crowds because the whole site basically is going to be on top of you. So the entire duration that you're alive, you're gonna have the entire site on top of you. So yeah, the Blade Barrage actually has quite a long range, so I'm gonna stand like back here. It's actually, this is like out of range of ground smash, so if you're too far away or there's like a bunch of people down a hallway, you can do Blade Barrage. Let's see how far this goes. So yeah, and that is pretty unavoidable. There's a little bit of a delay if you want to re-aim, so it's best to do it down long corridors. How much damage do they do, like, per sword, do you think? A lot? Oh, yeah. So each sword does probably a lot. I mean, it's a flying sword hitting you in the face, so it's probably going to do a lot of damage. You do have infinite stamina, so you can run for basically forever. And after about 5 to 10 minutes, you will start taking natural damage. So as of right now, you are pretty much invincible. Also, there is a naturally regenerating shield. It regenerates about like 1/3 of your shield or like 2/3 of your shield. So you can just stand like in a corner for a while and just regenerate your shield. And you also can't be tased. So yeah, we can showcase the phases. I think Abel has about 5 phases, and 2 of them are where he goes into rage mode. So when you get to about this amount of health, you're gonna be a god again. So yeah, you'll have the shockwave thing, or like the force field again. So yeah, now you start taking damage again. That was an entire mag, by the way, and that only did like not that much damage. That was most of an M2 mag, but yeah, D4 cinematic. Alright, so when you go over to the red zone, or when you go over to like the orange zone, you get another shield. So this is stage 3, I think. So the most effective weapon against Abel's shield is going to be fast firing weapons. Even if you use like a deagle or something, that's going to be pretty basically. So yeah, that's the ultimate. Very cool. I think you might run a little bit faster. I don't know. When you go near turrets, they will actually highlight themselves, so you know where they actually are. So there's going to be turrets inside of security booths, nuke room, and I think CAC. Those are the 3 areas that you cannot go inside of, or else you're going to die. So basically, I'll showcase what happens when you go in here. Rest in peace, $5. Alright. So when you step in here, you will bring down your shield, and you will die very quickly. So yeah, if you're on full health, you will survive a little bit, but it's gonna drain a lot of your health. So yeah, it's best to stay away from these. And this is also how Able dies. After you die, you go back to the title screen. But that was the 3.7.5 update. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. This update was a big W, you know. It's a pretty big update. It's added a lot of stuff. You can actually see people inside of the lift area. It's a fun fact right there. So you can like take cool screenshots like that. Able is very expensive. I haven't actually seen him in a public server. Tell me in the comments if you've seen or played as Able. That was a cool update. Just like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright. See you.